All right, for this next lesson, we'll be talking about dynamics. Now, dynamics have to do with how softly and loudly you play. To learn dynamics, we're going to move to a new key signature again to keep testing you, keep pushing you a little bit further. We're going to look at D. D has 2 sharps. So if you look at your scale sheet and also at your D finger training sheet, which you should be using this week, you will look at those notes and you'll see that there are 2 sharps, an F sharp and a C sharp. So that means that those notes are always sharped in this song, so do not forget that. For your speedy fingers will be something like this. Now strengthen your fingers, keep doing those, keep doing your chords. Key signature of D. Dynamics have to do with how loudly and softly you play. So dynamics are actually written in Italian, and that's because the piano was named in Italian. The piano actually used to be called pianoforte. Pianoforte literally means soft, loud in Italian. It became shortened to the name piano, just as a shortening of the name pianoforte. But piano means soft and forte means loud. So in dynamics, you'll see a little P, usually italicized, possibly bolded, and that means to play softly and quietly. An F by itself means to play loudly, and you'll usually see it just right next to the notes. You might see it if you look at your music for Ode to Joy, you'll see at the very beginning, just right in the middle of the staff, there's an MF. That's a dynamic marking. The F means loud and the P means soft. So if you stick an M in front of them, then that means medium. So MF means medium loud. So it's not quite as loud, but it's still louder than soft. Medium soft is not quite as soft, but it's still quieter than medium loud. So if you add an extra P or an extra F, then that makes it twice as that. It makes it that much more. So you have FF is fortissimo, and that means extra loud. Forte is 1 F, and that means loud. MF is mezzo forte, or medium forte, and that means medium loud. MP means medium soft, mezzo piano. P by itself means piano, that is soft, and then 2 P's means pianissimo, and that means extra soft. That's how dynamic markings work. So, if you look at your song, Ode to Joy, you'll notice that there is a tempo marking by it, there's a key signature, you'll see that the song is in 4/4. Ode to Joy is one that you, most people know as Beethoven's crowning work. It's probably one of his most well-known songs, Ode to Joy. And you can learn to play it. And I've simplified some of the music a little bit so that it's easier for you to focus on the dynamics, but still wanting to challenge you and to keep you improving in your pace. We've made a lot of progress so far. But so we'll start out at medium loud, which is kind of your normal tempo or normal dynamic for playing. So you'll start out at that. And then you go to soft. Then you'll actually go to pianissimo, which is even more soft. And then I have another dynamic marking that I haven't talked about yet. There's a thing called a crescendo and a decrescendo. A crescendo means it looks like a sideways, long sideways V or a less than sign. That means you're going to be getting louder as it goes along. A decrescendo is the exact opposite. It looks just like the mirror image of it, and it means you're going to be getting softer as it goes along. So this part right here would sound something like this. You're getting louder, then play loudly. loudly as you can. All right, that's dynamic markings. Work on it section by section. Try to make sure that your fortissimo is drastically louder than your pianissimo. Make sure there's a big difference between them. Also, try to make sure that there's a difference between all of them. If you're playing forte, it should sound different from mezzo forte, but it's not going to sound as different as playing forte versus playing piano, because piano is soft. This is how dynamics work. If you add dynamics to a song, it adds so much more emotion, so much more feeling. Ode to Joy is a good one to learn for this. There's not a whole lot of movement around the keyboard. I've added some harmony notes for your right hand, so you can learn to play with multiple notes in your right hand, not just multiple notes in your left hand, because both are going to be essential as you continue to learn to play piano. And I've also added slur marking so that you know how to connect everything. And then there's tempo marking. So we're building upon your knowledge that you've already learned. Hopefully by now you're really getting the hang of things. You're getting comfortable with the music. You're learning how to just read music and to just play, learning how to recognize where the note heads are, what's going up and down. And as you work on dynamics this week, try to add as much emotion as you can to those dynamics. Pianissimo should be super soft and super quiet, and fortissimo should be super broad and super loud and enthusiastic. That's what dynamics are for, and that's the end of that lesson.